I don't know if you're a clone or what, but you intend to go head-to-head with me, right? It makes me sick thinking about my copy obediently following orders from someone else. Apparently, my clone isn't much for words, is he? I want these puppets out of my sight for good. Time to eliminate you. Oh, you'd better use my fighting stance with pride. Looks like you're a copy of me. Exactly, in every way down to my very cells. But I doubt you've been able to copy how much stronger I've gotten up to this point. Don't think for a second that a clone can stand up to the real deal.
Welcome with Jargus here, and I've got a bit of a bad news. My recording software screwed up and did not record my voiceover for this section. Even on my test recording, it showed that it recorded the audio, so I don't know what happened because I started this recording seconds later. So everything you hear is post-commentary, which is something I rarely do. Anyway, I cut out almost all the filler clone battles, but I left in all the cutscenes and the boss battles, and I comment over them. I even cut out one of the Kid Buu battles because it's over in instant. As well as the story cutscenes are still there. And if the story is all you care about, then you can fast forward to 9 minutes and 16 minutes and 27 seconds. That has all your story cutscenes. All the rest are just events with all the characters, which are not important to the overall narrative, but they're fun to see. And that's all. I hope you enjoy. And I really hope this does not happen on a future recording. Enjoy it all, my friends.
What is it with you? You have no clue what's going on, do you? If we're going to do something about these waves, then you need to help.
Hungry. Vegeta have candy?
Of course not. Why would you even ask me that?
Then go to fight.
I don't have time for this. His power is too valuable to ignore. If only there was a way to get him motivated. I've got it. Hey, Boo, if you choose to fight with us, I'll give you the most delicious thing in the whole world.
In the world? More delicious than chocolate or cake?
Of course.
Then Boo fight hard. Boo fight and eat good food. Boo eat all bad guys.
The most delicious thing in the world. At least Boo's not Beerus and he'll pretty much eat anything you put in front of him. What could that be? I'll ask Bulma later.
Boo beat you fast, so Boo can eat good food. Get ready!
This link thing is gonna take some time getting used to. It feels off, you know? Like having someone else inside your head and stuff. Never expected this. First Goku and Vegeta get the call. Now it seems they want me. But hey, I was one badass dude in my fighting days. Just give me a chance, you'll see. Either way, there's not much to worry about. Goku and the gang will clean things up, no problem.
What are you doing, Chelsea? Are you?
And it's pretty crazy how everyone's had their powers sealed. Oh man, things are looking more serious than they ever have. Huh.
Despite that, you seem pretty calm.
Well, it helps that I've been through the ringer my share of times. Top of that, Goku hasn't given up. So I shouldn't lose hope. As long as Goku's still excited, I feel we can overcome this.
It's good that you're positive, but I wouldn't rely too much on Goku. There are times when I'm not quite sure if it's a good idea to count on him or not.
You can say that again. Of course, I know it's not good to rely on Goku too much. If I think I can defeat the enemy, then I'm going for it.
That's the spirit.
It's all or nothing. Fight it out. That's all you got?
Here you go! Super! Here it goes! Actually, that's kind of scary.
Useless!
Like that? Like that? Like that? Saw that one.
You're what? You're not totally say your prayers!
On a scale of 1 to 100, I'd give it
Now
a
this was the boss
1.
encounter for the first map. Nothing too special happens in the first half of it, but then I have Krillin fight Captain Ginyu for variety's sake,
Can't be too
and
picky.
things get a little more interesting. Other than that, I'll let the action speak for itself. Enjoy this section.
I'll give you a VIP seat.
Oh, so you knew all along.
Of course. Why do you think I let you watch me maul that meathead? Consider that a preview of what's gonna happen to you. Aren't you excited?
You're going to have a much harder time if you plan on snacking on me. Though, from the looks of it, you've been snacking a bit much as it is. You should probably dial it back a bit. You wouldn't want a bellyache now, would you?
You look tastier than... who was that? Oh yes, Nappa. I wonder what I should turn you into.
What the...
Don't worry, I'll be sure to make it quick.
How did you get this strong, this fast?
When we last tangled, I wasn't even at half power. I'd like to actually try this time, if that's okay. So let's set the table. It's time to eat!
I've fought my share of battles, but I've never had someone else fight them for me. This must have put a huge dent in your schedule, huh? Well, let's try to make the best of things. I mean, you are in charge of my body, after all. Just try to keep me, not dead.
Hey, Tien! You know a lot of different techniques, right? You can generate 2 extra arms and split yourself into 4 and other cool stuff, right?
Go, Tanks. Techniques like those aren't for show.
Whoa! You're so cool! Techniques like those aren't for show.
Enough of that. Rather than focusing on me, you should be focusing on the enemy in front of you.
Oh, come on! How can I? I want to learn more about my partner. I'm not just asking because I think it would be fun.
My answer is still no.
Oh, what a party pooper.
I won't show you my techniques just to show them to you. But we're about to enter a fight. If in the heat of battle you happen to see me use my techniques, then I won't mind if you watch.
Wait, so...
Look, you'll see soon enough in the fight. Pay attention. Enough talk. Get ready.
Listen up, I'll give you some pointers. You rely too much on your sight. Don't see the enemy. Feel the enemy. Feel the enemy's presence and the minute changes in the air all around you. Don't see, feel. Or if you prefer the short version, get accustomed to fighting. Do that, and you'll get stronger. Piccolo's one-step program.
I understand the link in theory, but in action, it feels so strange. I'm thankful to be able to fight, sure, but letting someone else do the work isn't exactly ideal. But I suppose that's my problem. Anyway, keep the help coming, and thanks.
I've got to admit, it's an odd feeling, sharing bodies with someone else. Wait a sec. Are we actually having this conversation inside my head? You can hear my thoughts? Then that means you know what I'm thinking without me saying it? Contrary to popular belief, I'm not thinking about Fidel and Pan 24/7. Okay? Don't get me wrong. I'm super happy with my family. Heck, I think about them pretty much all the time. Wait, crap, just contradicted myself. Can we keep this our little secret?
Now this is the last battle of the section, and it really stands out because I actually have to try a little bit. I mean, Clone Goku is kicking my ass! Kicking my Goku's ass, he's all leveled up! He almost even gets taken out until I switch him out, but even then I'm taking some big damage. But you get to show just how powerful Vegeta's aerial down square attack is, or down light. It is really useful. I'm sure I say this a handful of other times, but it still reminds me of Ganondorf's down air in Melee, or any Smash Brothers. A bit of a down B effect too because of the angle, but still, it is great and powerful. You should use it. I'm sure it's gonna throw off a lot of people. And in the end, I ended up experimenting a little bit with Boo to finish the fight. All in all, I really enjoyed this battle. With that said, enjoy the ending and see the last cutscene for this chapter. And I'll see you in the next episode, everybody. Till then.
Not bad, but not good either. I'd probably give it a solid 40. Still, it's a long ways from Cell, though.
Hold on. You made Cell into a bonbon. That explains your dramatic increase in power. Bug Boy deserved it. The perfect organism, or like perfect pinhead.
Aw, try not to be too hard on him. He did try his best, after all. Sadly, no amount of effort could make him understand that he was weak. Speaking of which, you're not that special yourself.
You can actually crack a joke. I see your programming does extend beyond pigging out.
I will have you know that I don't pig out. I'm simply blessed with a discerning palate. Good. Now that we have that cleared up, I think I'd like to eat you now.
One moment, scratch that. No, your jokes are horrible. You'll just have to workshop them in hell.
Is that all such a letdown?
What?
It's time to eat! That's delicious! Clones can't beat the real deal! Go organic! So fresh and flavorful. This is the best I've had yet. I'm going to give it an 80. I believe that it's time to check in on Goku and friends. Wow. It appears they managed to wake up Vegeta. And I see they're rounding up their friends to try and beat me. I was hoping to scarf them down while they couldn't move, but this way works too. After all, food is much better when it is served fresh. Oh, I can almost taste them. Patience now, patience. I've already waited this long. I need to get stronger, and then the feasting can begin. Their power writhing and screams. Ah, the perfect seasoning for the perfect meal.